Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Disability Channel Detroit. I am Zach Damon. We are here with Megan Winters, the co founder and CEO of Able Eyes. Wonderful stuff, Megan. You just touched on some great points of accessibility and, of course, awareness. And again, we touched on just breaking down some of those pre barriers to people visiting different spaces in the community. So I wanted to know, too, we've talked about these virtual tours, but what does that encompass? For those that don't know, what is a virtual tour?
Oh, great question. And sometimes I forget to clarify that. So, a virtual tour is what you would see on, say, Google Maps, where you can kind of explore the streets. But we're doing it for the inside of buildings. So, you can click through independently from your computer or smartphone or tablet the inside of businesses. And the other use that a lot of people are familiar with is real estate. So, somebody that's house hunting, the real estate uses virtual tours a lot as well. So it allows a person to see the inside of a public space prior to physically visiting.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's amazing. Now, I know something for me because I live in a metropolitan area. Can you also see the external, or does it list parking in any way?
It kind of just depends on the business and what their needs are. If
Okay.
if that is something that a business is looking to include, then by all means we include it. And if it is not, and a lot of times for a business that's not in a large city, just we start outside the front door and you can
Yeah.
see the parking lot from that first shot. But is additional like text information below as well. So we try to include some text information below our tours. So for someone that might have a vision disability, having some information that can be read with a screen reader. We have a little ways to go with that still, and hoping to partner with maybe some organizations that are already doing something in that space, because we want it to be accessible to all people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, you make some great points. It's really nice to be able to get into a space before you go, just to be able to navigate it and see how you're able to move around, see whether the doorways are wide enough, see if there are steps and if there are different obstacles. I mean, very beneficial, absolutely. So, talk about the goals that you have for Able Eyes going forward. You guys are doing some great things and are going to continue to build, but what does that look like for you?
Oh, that was a very brave question because I have big dreams, big dreams. One is right behind me. I have a world map, and that is there because my intention is to make this a worldwide movement. So having virtual tours across the world, helping people travel. Again, traveling is something that can be very challenging for someone with a disability, and there's so many unknowns and so much planning that goes into to traveling. And so these virtual tours can put people at ease a little bit and hopefully have opportunities to have experiences. And like I know in my heart that my like purpose on this earth is to help people have experiences. Like that's what I want to do. I want to hear that somebody went to Disney World because of Able Eyes, or that somebody, traveled across the country to see their family in Greece because of Able Eyes. Um, so I have a very, very big dreams, even beyond the virtual tours. My secondary dream, my next arm of Able Eyes. I know I have a long ways to go still, but is I would love to also kind of stay in that travel industry of accessible RV rentals and working with like private jets and private planes that are accessible for people like wheelchair users and people with disabilities, because that is such a challenge too. So it all kind of falls into that experience realm, and just whatever I can do to help people live their best life.
Absolutely. And I mean, you touch on a great point because let's face it, people with disabilities come in all spectrums, all abilities, and that we are CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, and we do need that corporate travel as well. So, great points you touched on. And in terms of being global, well, the Disability Channel, I mean, our headquarters are out of the greater Toronto metro area. So, Toronto, in Canada, all you great folks to the north of Detroit, let's get Able Eyes in there so that all the great Canadian businesses as well can also have a virtual tour. I think that would be great. No, I mean, just great stuff, Megan. And, I wanted to know too, because I always find this interesting of different business and community leaders. But are you reading any good books right now?
I am reading. Yes, I am. I love reading books. I love information and inspiration. I'm reading the monk who sold his Ferrari by Robin Sharma.
Okay.
I wish I had it right here so that I could tell you that for sure. But it's a great book.
Awesome.
It's it,
Awesome.
it's about a like someone that lives in as an attorney in corporate America, like drove a Ferrari, had all the houses, had all the things, and ended up had a heart attack, sold all of his earthly possessions, and traveled and became a monk, and just learned about how it, the importance of life, the things that are
Mm.
actually important in life. It's really good.
Indeed. Thank you. I will definitely check it out. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Check it out,
Yes.
folks. Wonderful. So I wanted to know too, for other businesses that say, this is a great service. How can we get involved with Abilize, and how can we utilize the virtual tour platform that you offer? How can they do that?
Yeah, great question. So our website is ableeyes.org, and it is free, will always be free. That is something that's so important to me. As a teacher with a budget this big and ideas this big, I just don't want people to be limited by any sort of, budget or monetary amount. So we offer the website for free, but that's only because we work with businesses that are supporting those tours. So the businesses are the ones that sponsor the tours. So for example, if we were to work with a specific hotel, that hotel would be paying for that virtual tour. We would put it on our website for free, and they would also get that virtual tour for marketing, social media, whatever they see fit. So virtual tours are already something that is being used in the marketing space. And so now we're just kind of taking it and shifting it over to the accessibility space, and so making it a win-win for those businesses. And in order for businesses to get involved, they can go to our website. There are several different avenues to go to get more information, and would love to hear from you.
Awesome, wonderful. Yeah, definitely reach out to Abilize and to Megan and her staff to find out more about the great services that Abilize offers. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more with Megan Winters.